Well, the city of Atlanta has made some major investments into affordable housing, and this morning local leaders are going to share exactly how much progress has been made, along with what the future holds.
Atlanta News First Blake Devine is live for us in downtown Atlanta this morning. So Blake, this event is the very first of its kind.
Rick and Lana, the inaugural State of Atlanta Housing aims to bring business, real estate, and local leaders all together to talk about Atlanta's affordable housing challenges. All of the goal is to create collaboration and communication to address Atlanta's problems when it comes to affordable housing within the city, and the goal is to build a more livable Atlanta for all. The event will celebrate the city's record-breaking year in 2024 while laying out future plans to persevere. We'll hear from Atlanta Housing President and CEO Terry Lee, Chairman Larry Stewart, along with Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens, who's running for re-election with the goal of preserving 20,000 housing units by 2030.
All of the efforts we've done around building more affordable housing, you have 11,000 units that are already built or under construction, but we need more. So it is very likely that somebody can say, I need more affordable housing, and we've built more affordable housing than anybody in the last 2 or 3 decades.
And throughout today's event, we will get a guided tour of some of the successful redesigns of historic sites, along with future sites which will be built in the coming years, all of it aimed at reshaping Atlanta's housing infrastructure in the years to come. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.